Good morning. It is 6 a.m. I am loading the bike up to get down to the shuttle. Well, here we go. We are on our way to the shuttle.
Obviously, when I say we, I mean me.
I am setting off much earlier than I need to, primarily because of the weather, which isn't unusual in the UK. It's not unusual to say, oh, I've made different plans because of the weather, but this is because of the heat wave. I'm hoping I can get on an earlier train, which means I can do the bulk of my riding before temperatures become really, really silly, because they are the same, if not higher, in France and Belgium than they are in the UK. So I've got about 30 minutes here on this motorway. I won't bore you with it, but I'll bring you back when I am closer to the terminal. Okay, half a mile. No, a third of a mile. Ooh, here we are. Gosh, you can tell it's going to be hot today.
At this point, I was feeling a little bit nervous about where I should be going, but really, the signage is so clear you can't really miss it.
Passenger traffic, I think that's me. Okay. Guess we're all going through the same check-in booths. No, we're not. I've got to go over here. Non-freight. They actually put lorries on these trains. It's a bit of a queue already. Glad I came early.
And queue I did.
Bit of a building site.
Getting to this point of the check-in process took about 40 minutes. The check-in process is really straightforward. Just follow the instructions on the screen. You will need your 8-digit booking reference number, so have that handy.
Well, we can get a 10-minute earlier. First call for boarding will be in 1 hour 32. 24 past 9. And we need to go Y5. Well, that was quite straightforward. It's all just kind of tap it in and off you go.
The machine prints out your boarding pass, and that's what I've attached to my wing mirror.
So yeah, I got a train 10 minutes earlier. But, you know, better than nothing. Won't be called for an hour or so, so I might go into the terminal building and have a snoop about. Quite nice riding without gloves. Ooh, naughty, naughty, naughty. Wonder if there's motorcycle parking anywhere.
I had no idea if this was motorcycle parking or not, but these bays didn't look big enough for cars, so I thought I'd just park my bike there. Yeah, sorry about the dodgy iPhone camera work here, but it's just to give you an insight as to what's going on inside the terminal building. It's just a mix of cafes and shops, and these are the boards that list your departure. So on the ticket that you get printed out from the machine, it has a number on. In my case, it was Y5, a bit like a flight number at the airport. And the information relating to that train appears on those screens and tells you where you need to be.
Well, a little bit of confusion. There seems to be quite big delays today. And whilst one board said we had an hour delay, these chaps in front who are also on the same train as me said they'd seen a sign that said go to border control. So I guess I will just follow them and go to border control, see what happens. It's very busy. So I guess there's a lot going on today. And extreme heat. Should I just follow this lane? Oh, no queue. Sorry.
This is where I make a rookie error and didn't notice that in big white letters on the ground this said police check.
No,
it's
right.
Not the passport control.
Didn't want to check my passport. Hello. Sorry.
You absolute muppet.
Sorry, he waved me through, so I just assumed he didn't want to check my passport. Ah. Right, let's try again. There you go. Thank you. Sorry about that. That was a bit ropey then. First guy waved me through, so I just thought they didn't want to check my passport. And then my foot skidded on some diesel and nearly dropped a bike. Such fun. Got a slippery boot now.
Better than being arrested, I suppose.
So he definitely waved me through. And this is the French border control. Thank you.
Pop the Chanels back on.
That was really easy. They didn't even ask me to take my helmet off. Okay. I am not. Flexi Plus. Motorbikes only. Let's go down here. So I think that's to avoid that height restriction thing. Guess I just follow this lane all the way around. Oh, I picked the wrong one there. Ah, balls. I think I'm in the cars and I should be in the motorbikes.
No, you're just in another queue.
Oops. Okay, I was told to drive down lane 8. So lane 8 I am in, and it looks like we're in a bit of a queue. Park up and take the jacket off and see what's what. Well, this has just been unbearable. We're over an hour and a half delayed, and we have just been stood here. No shade. They've brought water tanks out over there to keep the dogs cool, but we have just been stood here. The barrier opened and about 10 bikes were allowed through, and then they were closed again. Apparently, I'm on the next train. Honestly, this is not what I expected for my first time getting on the train. I don't even think they are boarding you to the train that you were booked on now. I think it's just get people on any train that is available. Well, this is a bit boring. Looks like we've got a bit of a delay. We've been sat here for quite some time in this queue waiting to board. It is baking hot and there is zero shade. So just going to sit tight and hopefully not much longer. And the barrier is up. Will we make it through this time? Well, I don't need to panic about where to go, do I?
Yeah, don't get too excited. There's another queue. Honestly, this whole approach to the train was a few meters forwards and then a 20 or 30 minute wait. It took forever and the sun was just baking. It was beating down on us. It was pretty tough.
Please be cool on there, please be cool. No, don't tell me we can't get on. Here we go. Going on to the train for the first time. We are here. I did remember my bike was in first gear. Must remember to drive on the right. Must remember to drive on the right. First stop, fuel. Whee! I'm driving through a train. Driving through a train. I'm not stopping in the middle of the carriages though. Bikes on last, cars off first, and then all these doors interlinking each carriage just open up and we get to ride through. Ride on the right, ride on the right. Oh, breeze! I'm going to turn right, yes. I don't know if you're picking this up, but my car door is going, turn right, turn right. I'm turning right.
So I'll leave this episode here, and you can join me on my journey from Calais through to Ypres in the next episode.